Hey, how's it going? I would like to preface this video by saying if I sound incredibly dead or incredibly tired, it's because I am. So, that's great. Well, not dead, but you know what I mean. So a couple days ago, I asked you guys to ask me a couple questions that I could answer in celebration of 10K. So in this video, I'm going to be answering those questions. I'm going to be going down. There were 37 responses. About 34 of those are actual questions. So I'm just going to go down the list and I will answer those for you. UnseenPurity asks, are you proud of the things that you have achieved? Absolutely. Everything that I've done, all Twitch live streams, all YouTube live streams, all videos I've made. Yeah, absolutely everything. Westrel/Mitch asks, how would your past self react if they saw your current channel? Probably freak out, since I know I've wanted to be a YouTuber for a while. Like, when I was a kid, I would watch people like PewDiePie, people like, I think Markiplier at the time, play video games, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I've kind of always wanted to be a YouTuber. Jockeyman asks, is the time and money you put in the community really worth it? He also says, happy birthday. Thank you. I'm actually recording this on the 24th, which is my birthday, which is super cool. But to answer the question, yes, absolutely. I mean, hey, we made it to 10K, so that should be enough. That should answer the question enough. But yeah, absolutely. Screentime Pro asks, how does one feel when they reach 10,000 subscribers? Other people probably would be a whole lot more excited than what I am, which I'm not saying I'm not excited. I'm just saying that I think with 10K, I'm not as excited as I am with 1K, because I kind of half expected 10K. But it felt more like weight was dropped off my shoulders whenever I hit 10K, like relief. More of the, let's go, I did it. More of the proud kind of excitement, I guess you could call that. Lincifer asks, how does one achieve such a goal? Well, for some other content creators, it probably is a whole lot easier for them, depending on their niche and like how much content they actually put out. But for me, it took, about 2-3 years of freaking hard work doing nothing but making videos. Like, I spent possibly an uncomfortable amount of time editing videos. I missed out on family gatherings, social gatherings. I missed out on, fun things because I had to edit, I had to work. And some might say that's not a good thing, but at the same time, is life any different? Would getting a 9-to-5 job at 7-Eleven be any different? To sum up the answer to that question, it's a frick ton of work that I would totally do again. Eden's meme says, wow, long time no seek. You really grew last I checked. I remember you at under 1K subs, lol. But my question is cereal soup? Is cereal soup? By all accounts, yes. Yes, it is. SXRZZZZZ says, do you think you will ever reach 150,000 subs? Well, for the year of 2023, I'm gonna be trying to push to 100K, all because one of my moderators challenged me to do so. So if we manage to hit it, yes. If we don't hit it next year, then maybe still. It's always a possibility, but oh my gosh. File MPL says, are you planning on playing a game about player versus player PvP games? A lot of the games I do play kind of have some form of PvP or like some form of multiplayer mode at the very least. But if you're talking about on the channel, getting into like PvP based content like a whole lot more, maybe? I mean, GPO kind of counts. And I was also even thinking about picking up Project Slayers fully, but that kind of fell through, so maybe. We'll see. Goody Bayou says, I think I pronounced that right. Bayou Regard? I have no idea. He asks, how long do you plan to do YouTube content? If I could be making YouTube content for like the next 5 to 10 years, I would actually be completely okay with that. Flame asks, if you could go back, what would you have done differently? There are 2 things I would have done differently, okay? First thing is, when I started making Twitch streams and started doing YouTube, well, not YouTube streams, which, actually, no, yeah, YouTube streams. I did those ages ago. But anyways, back when I started doing Twitch streams, I wish I actually got a computer, and I wish I did start making videos back then. The second thing I would have done differently is I would have left Dungeon Quest a whole lot earlier. Well, left is a broad term. I'm still playing it, but whatever. It is what it is. Honestly, looking back at it, I should have quit around Volcanic/Aquatic Temple, but I mean, if I quit around that time, I wouldn't have met as many cool people as what I did. Spidey asks, are you thinking to play any other games? If so, what games? I'm not sure what you necessarily mean by this, Spidey. If you're talking about inside of Roblox and or outside of Roblox, I'll answer both of those, I guess. Inside of Roblox at this very moment, not necessarily, even though because because of the fact that we did the 10K stream, I'm thinking about making please donate content. But I am, however, thinking about getting into doors a whole lot more. Just because I like horror games, I like doors. I'm thinking about doing that. If you're talking about outside of Roblox, however, no. I'm thinking about keeping my channel on the platform on Roblox just for the sake of kind of having a little bit of separation between outside video games and Roblox. And the main reason for that is because whenever your hobby, which my hobby is video games, whenever your hobby becomes your job, it kind of stops becoming something you enjoy doing on a daily basis. Not that I'm saying I don't enjoy playing like Anime Dimensions and whatnot. You're missing the point. It's complicated, but you know, having that separation really does help. The answer to both of those questions is for Roblox, doors, and maybe please donate. Outside of Roblox, no, not at the moment. W Ice asks, combat games when? YBA, AUT. Neither of those. I'm not picking up those games. As for any combat games, I am not going to shoot down the fact that there might be a really good combat game that I genuinely, sincerely enjoy in the future. Like, if one gets released and I actually try it out later, then maybe, yeah, then. But as of right now, I want to say not really. WizKid asks, do you accept pineapple on pizza? I think I've actually had pineapple on pizza and it was really good. People who say pineapple does not belong on pizza, honestly, they're just little babies that need to stop crying about it. I'm just playing. Nah. To each their own. You don't like it, you don't like it, whatever. Brendan Plays asks, why did you start YouTube and did you think it would become a career? If you were not doing YouTube, what would you want to do? Also, please say ooh woo live again. We do not talk about me saying ooh woo live again. I'm just saying that, okay? But why did I start YouTube and did you think it would become a career? There's actually like 3 questions in this, so I'll answer them all as quickly as possible. Why did you start YouTube? Because I honestly wanted to. I always wanted it to be a job, so I started doing YouTube and here we are. Did I think it would become a career? I didn't think it would become a career, but I was hoping it would because that'd be incredibly cool, and it is cool. And if you were not doing YouTube, what would you want to do? What would I want to do? Honestly, what I kind of wanted to do was become a game dev. But honestly, after looking at what all happens to game devs, like nowadays, and like how game devs and developers, modelers, everything like that are treated in like inner game circles. Nah, I'm good, Chief. Ryu asks, who/what inspired you to start a YouTube channel? If I can be completely honest about who inspired me to start a YouTube channel, I think it would have to be a couple of my favorite YouTubers that I really liked watching back at the time that I started this YouTube channel. And that was people like PewDiePie, Markiplier, I think at the time Corey Kenshin as well. But it's kind of wildly different because none of them have basically none of them have played Roblox, so. Well, Pewds has nowadays, but this was back when he didn't, so. No, wait, he did play back then. Never mind, I'm wrong. Mohammed Ishaq says, when will you wear the squid on your chair? So Mohammed, interesting fact about when I first did a face reveal over on Twitch, I used to do nothing but wear Squiddy on my head. And the reason why is because I was still a little bit shy about being on camera. I still am to this day, but just not as much. But at the same time, yeah, I wore him all the time. I finally stopped wearing him when the one day that I wore him, my head started getting incredibly itchy, so I just stopped. Flying Dutchman asks, will you remember us when you hit 100K? Bro, I can barely remember what I had for lunch the other day. I'm kidding. Honestly, I don't necessarily remember like everyone that comes into my stream. Like I'll see some usernames and it'll be like, hey, I kind of remember you. Hey, I kind of remember you. But what really allows me to remember people is like specific instances that happens. Were you a mod? Were you a community manager? Were you an admin? Were you like a top donator of some kind? So I'll remember people like that like easily. But I tell you, it's oof. So many people have to remember. So I'll try, but I don't know if I can make any promises. Overvenomic asks, what do you think of doing in the future? This one also ties into another question that someone else asked earlier. Yeah, it was Infernus. It was part of Infernus's comment as well. So this kind of is a joint combination of Infernus and Overvenomic. To answer the question though, what do you think of doing in the future? Or what are my plans for the future? I want to take this channel off of YouTube more-ish, if that makes sense. Like, I'll always be making content on this channel, but I want to do something else with the channel. I want to, like, you know, make movies, possibly. Like, I wanna take the Salty Nub name and I wanna make it into something else, if you know what I mean by that. For instance, I wanna take the Salty Nub name and I wanna turn it into something that of like even something like a company or something that makes like movies, maybe even makes video games. I may even rebrand the channel later. I have no idea. We will see. I will try, but that's not going to be for a freaking while yet, if that happens at all. Natsu says, give me a C! I hope I did that well. SXRZZZZ asks again, how did you come up with the name Salty Nub? Salty Nub kind of became, not necessarily the entire name Salty Nub, but the word salty was a nickname one of my friends gave me a couple of times that, to be honest, was very accurate because I got mad at video games whenever I lost as a younger kid. So it was honestly fully deserved. Let's be completely honest. So because I always thought I was bad at video games, I called myself a salty noob or an angry noob. So Salty Nub. And because I came up with that nickname, I decided, hey, use it for your YouTube channel. Alicia asks, do you still remember your first subscriber? No. And this kind of ties into Flying Dutchman's question a little while ago. I don't even remember my first subscriber, sadly. It was probably someone. I have no idea. It was probably one of my friends. I genuinely don't care. It's not that I don't care. It's I don't know. Xpit asks, favorite anime? Demon Slayer or Soul Eater with the honorable mentions of Attack on Titan and Akame ga Kill. Don't at me. Going back to Infernus's comments, he actually had 2 questions in it. Also, what would you do if you woke up and got 100,000 subs for no reason whatsoever? Yay, I'm first. First of all, that'd make my 2023 sub goal so much easier. Second of all, I would freak out because I'd be like, I either got botted. A massive YouTuber shouted me out. Someone like Corey Kenshin levels of massive. Or 3, there was a glitch in YouTube that I really need to get looked at because there's a possibility I might get banned because a 10,000 subscriber YouTube channel turning into a 100,000 subscriber YouTube channel overnight without posting any videos that have some massive influxes of growth. Yeah, that's sus. Abdullah asks, favorite game outside of Roblox? Resident Evil 8 or Phasmophobia? Don't at me. House Gaming asks, will you play more games other than Roblox? And this ties into an earlier question, so I'll just sum this up real quick. Outside of Roblox, no. Sparrow asks, how much Robux have you even spent on all anime games / your favorite games? I have spent about 137,227 Robux on the dot as of right now. XXKTS_Aman XX says, will you make Minecraft content? I'll answer this question, even though I think a similar question was asked twice already. But I actually already have made Minecraft content. I actually tried making Minecraft content back when right around the time Volcanic Chambers was the highest dimension or highest dungeon in Dungeon Quest, because I was basically making nothing but Dungeon Quest related content on the channel. However, I also tried making Minecraft content because I wanted some growth, and I tried growing the YouTube channel a little bit more. It flopped completely, so that's the reason why we did not continue with Minecraft content. 19K World asks, men? I gotta know. They're cool, I guess. Not interested in them, but they're just cool. I don't know. And the final question that is on this community post is, since when you it says since when you start playing Dungeon Quest and then Anime Dimensions. I think they mean since when did you start playing Dungeon Quest, or when did you start playing Dungeon Quest and then start playing Anime Dimensions. I started playing Dungeon Quest around the time that Pirate Island was the highest dungeon, and I started playing Anime Dimensions around the time that the Cursed Dimension was the highest dimension. Dimension. Almost said dungeon. Funny Dungeon Quest moment. Basically, earlier 2019 is when I started playing Dungeon Quest. I think mid to late. No, it was mid June or early July or something like that is when I started playing Anime Dimensions. All right, guys, that was all the questions that I was given on my 10K questionnaire for me to answer for 10K. So once again, thank you guys so much for 10K. Honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. All of you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much again. Have a good one. All right, boys.